Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just got back from an incredible once-in-a-lifetime trip to Europe. My husband and I were abroad for 6 weeks in England, Spain, Italy, Austria, and France. So the story of how this trip came about is actually kind of funny. So in January of this year, the house we were renting actually flooded. So we had to move all of our stuff out into storage, and we ended up moving to a one-bedroom apartment. And since we were saving so much money on rent, and since we'd been planning to go to Europe anyway this year, we just decided to book it. So it all came together really fast. We were packing for this trip the night before we left, which was not a great idea. I also have this vision that someday I'm going to become that kind of person, the chic woman in the airport who packs really light and brings exactly what she needs, no more and no less. So in an effort to become that woman, I've been tracking everything that I bring with me in a big spreadsheet, and every time I get back from a trip, I kind of take inventory on what I ended up using and what I didn't need to bring at all. So I thought it would be really fun to share with you guys everything that I brought with me on this trip. So I'll share everything I packed in my carry-on backpack, but also in my suitcase, which was my checked bag. And I'm gonna also share a few things that I wish I hadn't brought that I didn't end up using at all. Without further ado, let's dive in. So first things first, let's talk about my backpack. So this is my carry-on, this is what I brought with me on the plane. And this included all of my tech and personal items. So things like my laptop, notebook, journal, my phone obviously, and my Kindle as well. I brought my camera, brought a pouch of chargers, which included adapters, flash drives, and my camera charger. And then I had another sort of pouch that I kept my chargers for my phone and for my laptop. I also brought a neck pillow for the plane, my passport, and then jet lag supplements, mints, tissues, chapstick, my medicine bag, which included airborne, melatonin, ibuprofen, that kind of thing, and my quart-sized toiletry bag, sunglasses, eyeglasses, and then just a few pens that I packed in my backpack as well. So this is what it looked like all laid out right before I packed it. And it ended up being the perfect amount of stuff. I mean, everything that I needed was right there within reach on the plane or on travel days. All right, so next, let's talk about my checked bag, my suitcase. So the very first thing I would like to say here is I wish I brought a smaller suitcase. I'm gonna drag this in the frame, it probably won't even fit. But this, that's the beast that I brought as my suitcase. The reason I brought this one is because I thought I would need so much space for souvenirs, for clothes, art prints, all that kind of thing. So I wanted to have lots of extra space for when I brought it back. But one thing that I realized really quickly is even barely filling up this suitcase, it maxed out that 50-pound weight limit so quickly. And if I could just go back in time and tell my past self anything, it would be bring a smaller suitcase. So in this suitcase, I packed all of my clothes and also all my toiletries and a handful of other things. Alright, so first of all, let's talk about the clothes that I brought. So I counted it up, and of the 49 pieces I ended up bringing with me, I only used 36 of them. So that comes to about 75%. So 25% of what I packed I didn't end up using at all. So take note. For this first round, I'm just going to share what I did end up using, and then later I'll tell you the pieces of clothing that I brought that I wish I hadn't. So I packed 3 scarves, one brown, one checkered, and one floral. I brought a beanie with me, a pair of pajamas, all my underwear, that kind of thing. I also made it through the entire trip with only a single pair of jeans, which is kind of impressive. So in addition to all these, I packed a rainproof trench coat, a leather jacket, another warm jacket, a blazer, a cardigan, and 4 sweaters, navy, blue, green, and white, this floral dress, and then 3 t-shirts, black, navy, and gray. Alright, so that is all the clothes items that I brought with me, and those all packed pretty nicely into 3 packing cubes that fit into my suitcase. So in my toiletry bag, I packed all of my skincare products, although I did end up simplifying that pretty big time for the road. I just brought moisturizer and sunscreen, pretty much. And then I also packed my makeup kit, my shampoo and conditioner, deodorant, nail clippers, and then all my hair supplies, so comb, bobby pins, scrunchies, that kind of thing. In addition to clothes and toiletries, I did end up bringing a few other things that I used quite often, and those were things like my vitamins, Polaroid camera, a little handbag, an umbrella. One other thing that I'm really glad I brought was a little zippered pouch where I kept all my metro tickets, Polaroids, tickets to palaces or museums. I just kept all those paper memorabilia items in one zippered pouch. That was really, really helpful. So next, let's talk about a few things that I wish I hadn't packed. So like I said, we were packing for this trip the day before we left, and it had been It had probably been about 5 years since I traveled abroad, so I'd forgotten the cardinal rule of packing, which is every single thing that you bring with you matters. And you don't have room for anything superfluous, so don't do what I did. First, my planner. I don't know what I was thinking. I did not need to bring my planner. Every time I needed to plan anything, I had my phone. I should not have brought my hairdryer. I feel like this is a rookie packing mistake, but I had forgotten to bring a surge protector, and so I hauled my entire hairdryer all the way to Europe and didn't use it once because I couldn't plug it in. Also, chunky headphones. I didn't end up using those even once. AirPods work just great for noise canceling on the plane. Nail polish. Maybe some people out there are noble ladies who can keep their nails polished all the time, but I cannot. Also, a baseball cap. It's not European at all. Any other kind of hat would have been fine, but not the baseball cap. That was a dead giveaway that you're American. And then the rest that I wish I hadn't brought was all just extra everything. Extra toiletries, extra perfume, extra makeup products, extra chapstick in case I ran out, extra office supplies like Post-its, highlighters, pens, that kind of thing. Anything extra, I just didn't end up using. I just brought too much of everything. As far as clothes go, a few pieces that I wish I hadn't brought were this cardigan, this dress, and this button down. And in hindsight, I probably could have gone with 2 to 3 of those jackets instead of 4 of them, but I did end up using every single one that I brought. So next time you're traveling abroad, learn from my mistakes. Alright, well that is everything that I brought with me for 6 weeks in Europe, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!